is the introduction to my song When It's Gone, which actually was one of the first songs that I wrote for the album Mother Earth. In fact, this song may well go back to 2008. I'm sort of remembering there was a period of creative energy going on. I wrote Into the Wind around then, and it's funny, I remember songs sometimes based on when certain things happen in your life, and in this case it was the divorce. So I was like, oh yeah, well that was 2008 when I was working on that, when I was there at the house by myself working on these songs. I had this. Now, bear in mind, I can't play piano. I use it for writing songs, so no judgment. But I just had this thing going on, and I guess the song's called When It's Gone. So by title, of course, it's definitely and obviously a lament. So I started in with the "It's all gonna change. This world you're so used to." So that's me trying to be a player, which I'm not, by doing stuff like. But I do that sometimes when I'm smart, if I'm relying on, say, my craft for writing a song rather than my life experiences or just simply the muse. That's when I try to do things musically on the guitar, try to work movements that are nice musically, And as I said, I can't play piano, but that doesn't mean I can't try and do some kind of, which did get simplified to, which is fine when a real player got his hands on it, Jamie Mulholbert. But I'm jumping ahead of myself. So there I am, writing a song like this, and I had just started, doing different songwriting and projects with Brian Pott from the Northern Pikes. Northern Pikes is a very successful Canadian rock band, a bunch of top 10 hits, great writers, great singers, great individuals, and Brian is certainly right there at the peak. And he and I were working together on different music. So one night I had Brian, and then also a cameraman that I've worked with on the Beyond Survival series named Peter Estevez. They were at the house. Pretty sure the two of them were there. And I played it to them. I said, well, here, listen to this. Tell me, I don't know where this is going. You do the usual songwriter's sort of disclaimer. This is probably all shit, but, whatever. I don't know where this is going, but I'll just, here, have a listen. Tell me what you think, right? So, And I just came in, that. So used to, and just repeat that, right? Be without pain when all your big plans are falling through. So it's a song to the powers that be, I suppose. A lot of times in my writing, in my songs, I tend to juxtapose negative and positive. I have a hard time. I want to go in and I want to channel John Lennon, and I want to be negative and use minor keys, and then I always end up going positive, at least lyrically, but in the song. And so I went from that to the A. So I'll walk on sand, and I'll walk on frozen lands, walking forests where I feel home. I'm a big fan of Peter Gabriel, so these breaks and these stops, they meant something to me. But lyrically, I was able to sort of go there, and try to draw in my actual experiences of life. I walk on sands, I walk on frozen lands, I walk in forests where I feel home. So but then I go back to the minor and the verse. Well, Brian, he really enjoyed this. He thought it could go somewhere, but Brian always had this wonderful sense of prettier and optimism and more major keys, and so juxtaposed against me, I always thought I loved writing with Brian because he would go there, where I wouldn't go. And so, we get through all of my parts here, back to a verse again. So open your eyes and fill your empty souls. So open your eyes and fill your empty souls. We all realize the world is whole, and then again. So I'll walk on sand, I'll walk on frozen lands, walk in forests where I feel home. From the major to the minor, I feel home. And I think that might have been where I just sort of stopped. And I'm like, I don't know where to go next, And Brian took it home and he came back with his guitar, and he came back with this thing going to F major. And that's it. He just had that trade over, but he also had a nice melody for it. And Brian has a higher range than I do, so he was. And I think I come up with the words. Usually I do, which was "Even When It's Gone." That was the original title, by the way. It was "Even When It's Gone," and so even when it's gone. And Brian had this lush. That was his melody in there, and it's this lush sound. And so, I don't know if Brian wrote it or I came in with the counter. I think likely I came up with the counter melody, but he had "Even When It's Gone," and then I came in with "I bleed." But, well, I'll get to where that went from there. So we had that. Now we've got the chorus. Now the original version of this, it ends on this, sort of epic crescendo, which I really like. So. This whole walk down, and which is how the song still ends, but what's missing now from the version that you have on Mother Earth was we had this whole big kind of epic Supertramp meets Pink Floyd ending. And so it goes on. Here's the ending. Time, and I will put up this demo version probably within a couple of weeks of this one you're watching right now. So this is this standing like that, and then I came into this thing. I was like, and I just do the big walk down. All the way down, and then I would double it. This is like so kind of cliche, right? And then the next time. So yeah, this whole big grinding out ending. I don't know. Bombastic though it might be, I don't mind bombast at all. In the words of Geddy Lee, just sort of embrace the bombast. So that is how the song was originally written and sort of put together in a demo fashion, which again I'll release so you can hear that demo. But we just decided to take the big epic ending off of it. I loved it, but I thought, well, we'll just do it live. But meanwhile, for the recording, let's just end it, So now we have the song in the studio, and when I was getting together with Noel Golden, we have this beautiful song. I took it to Chris Carmichael, and you can hear the original demo version mastered and everything, and given to Chris Carmichael to arrange, and he did a beautiful job. I said, give me Paul Buckmaster. And he says, oh man, I just had lunch with Paul Buckmaster yesterday. I was like, okay, you're my guy. And Paul Buckmaster's an amazing arranger, did a lot of Elton John stuff, for example, the sort of the Madman Across the Water kind of stuff. So Chris Carmichael did this beautiful arrangement. Okay. But then when Mike Clink got involved in producing the album, this particular song Mike really liked, and he said, would you mind if I just take it from scratch? And I said, have at her, man, go for it. Because Mike stepped into the project where it was primarily mostly done. Certainly all of the sessions were done, and then we did a bunch of overdubs together, of course, but Mike would prefer to work from the beginning of the project because he's brilliant at what he does. So he took When It's Gone and started it from scratch. He had Jamie Mahalbrick come in and play proper piano. With proper fingering and all of that, stuff that I can't do. And then he had Tim Pierce play guitar on it, which he just put in the stunning, ethereal, celestial sounding guitar. It was just beautiful, and the patience involved with the, the beginning part, pause. As this comes into the song. So I love the version that Mike Clink produced. No drums. And then he brought in Christopher Tim to do the arrangement. A little more beautiful arrangement, but cleaner, crisper, if you will. And that is how, so right now the song exists actually in 3 forms. The original demo with the big bombastic ending, which I'll release. The original masters that I did with Noel Golden and Chris Carmichael arranging, which is on... It's on the Embers album as a leftover track sort of thing. And then the final version that Mike Clink produced, which is on the Mother Earth album, now all remastered for vinyl. So here we are, and I'm really proud to be releasing this song. I think Mike feels it's his favorite song on the album. My favorite song on the album, by the way, is Into the Wind, but that's besides the point. I do love playing this song. I'm glad I wrote it. It's led me into other songs that will be coming out soon. Actually, I've written a new piece that sort of goes like this. It goes. I'm just going to tease you with that. That's a new song that I've been working on, and Mike and I are taking into the studio for Les Stroud's Earth concert, which is happening in January 13th and 14th of 2025. What year is this? Yeah, in Vegas. But the next up, of course, was the video. We never did a video for this, and I will film. I did do an acoustic version, which I'll be releasing shortly after you see this video. So I approached Matt Mahurin, an award-winning video director, artist, all-round artist, and he's done award-winning videos for Tom Waits and U2 and Metallica and who did the Sound of Silence there, Disturbed. He did that video. He's produced so many beautiful videos and so much great artwork, and he did the videos for Big Yellow Taxi and How Long. Those are 2 videos of mine, which if you haven't checked them out, please go have a watch right now. They're beautiful videos. In fact, they both won awards.
How long till the last lion dies and wildness has been pushed aside? They paved paradise with a parking lot, put up big hotels, boutiques, and swinging hot spots. Well, don't it always seem to go? You don't know what you've got till it's gone. Paved paradise with a parking lot.
I said, would you consider doing one for When It's Gone? And he loved the song, he loved the message, and he said, can I take it and run with it? And so I said, absolutely. And that's what you're here for right now. Matt went to places I did not expect or know. Hard to know. How do you know where an artist is going to go, especially when you give him free rein? And he's created this piece that is mystical and dark, but uplifting at the same time, a little creepy in some respects. But again, his artwork is always powerful. He does an awful lot of work with Tom Waits, by the way. So I'll stop this right now, and here we go. This is your intro to the official video for When It's Gone, and next week I'll release the video without all this jibber jabber up front. But here you go. Directed by Matt Mahurin. This is my song, produced by Mike Clink for the Mother Earth album, written by myself and Brian Potvin. This is When It's Gone.
It's all gonna change. This world we're so used to won't be without pain. When all our big plans have fallen through, so I'll walk on sand, and I'll walk on frozen lands. I'll walk in forests where I feel home. I feel home. Open our eyes and fill our empty souls. We all realize this world is whole. So I'll walk on sand, and I'll walk on frozen lands. Walk in forest where I feel home. Yeah, I feel home.